Proman are proud to be a disability confident employer, and a few years ago I attended a conference where WorkFit delivered a brilliant presentation detailing their great success in placing individuals with Down syndrome. The presentation was truly moving, and it was a huge realisation that we could be doing more to change people's lives. Since then, we have partnered with WorkFit, initially introducing them to a number of our key customers. However, when we went through the process, we decided that we needed to lead by example and identified a role which would support the needs of someone supported by WorkFit. We were introduced to Mark and his lovely family, and after reviewing his skills and meeting with them, we knew he was the right person for the role. Mark fit into the Proman family perfectly, mirroring our culture and values here at our Manchester head office. Mark is a real character and always has everyone laughing with his witty comments and passion for films. His work ethic is truly inspiring, ploughing through any work that we put in front of him. Mark originally started with us working 1 day a week, but given his ambition, we're now looking to increase this to 2 days. Mark is a true asset to our business, and we would like to thank both Mark and WorkFit for everything they have and continue to do for us.
So Matt, can you tell me what you do in your role?
Well, in many data analysis kind of thing, like sort of spreadsheet
Okay.
kind of thing, like for a different location of a certain job.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm mainly doing, mainly my job role, I'd say.
And do you do a lot of research in your role?
Yeah, but that's also included a spreadsheet kind of thing, looking for different addresses for different companies. But I don't always do internet kind of thing, so I use that all the time.
Okay. And how do you feel about your job?
Personal values, do I like it here? Genuine people.
That's good.
Genuinely lovely, and for me, I know people say, oh, yeah, it's a job, really, but for me, it's the people who make it worthwhile. Used to, I'm not a people person. I always say constantly that I'm more, but now I started coming out of myself kind of thing. Speak to more people.
Yeah, get your confidence up as well,
Yeah.
doesn't it? And really, it develops you as a person, doesn't it?
It does, actually. But I used to be polar opposite, shy, not in myself, always nervous.
Really?
Yeah, but now I'm coming out a bit more, I'd say.
That's really good. It's good to see, because to me you seem very confident. So how do you find working with Mark?
Yeah, it's brilliant. We have a good working relationship, and we get on outside of work when we're having our lunch and things like that. So it's worked really well, hasn't it?
It does, yeah, easily.
Yeah. And what about you, Mac? How do you find working with Kieran?
Perfectly fine. Yeah, he used to be very slick from the first moment. And yeah, ever since then, our friendship sort of blossomed a little bit.
Yeah.
And how do you support Mark?
So if there's anything he needs, if he needs any advice, if he needs any help with anything, he knows where I am, and we just get on really, don't we?
Yeah, we just clicked.
Yeah, we just clicked, didn't we? And yeah, he's doing really well at his job. He's obviously needed a little bit of support at the start because he was learning the job, learning the ropes, but I think you can now do it with your eyes closed, can't you?
Maybe.
Yeah. So we both really like films, don't we?
Yeah, we both like
psychological films. So we like all our
psychological horror.
Yeah, we like films where you have to think, and it's got a bit more to it.
Yeah.
Mark's got his own movie review page, so we watch every week.
Yeah, I've got my movie website. It's through COVID. I thought I came up with it. I thought, yeah, if I could be fine. And ever since then, it's going a bit more.
That's good. Yeah. Nice.
think we all look forward to a Tuesday with Mark's in.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it's a completely different day.
Yeah, it is.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just the atmosphere is just a little bit nice. Obviously, we all work hard in the office, and Mark's the same when he's working. He works really hard, but when we go on lunch, we like to have a bit of downtown time and stuff. And usually, I'm desperate for a film by then, so he's got plenty of recommendations for me.
Yeah.
So how do you find working with Mark?
Working with Mark's been great. He's a fantastic member of the team. He comes in, gets on with his job, makes me laugh quite a lot. I don't think we've had a day where you've not had me in stitches, have we, Mark?
No.
We simplified the system for him as well. So we use Salesforce. When you first look on it, it can be quite messy.
Yeah.
So I spoke to the head of Salesforce here at Proman and said, is there any way we can scrape it all back, make it nice and simple, and just have what Mark's going to be using, and then we can build on that. It was very possible, so it made it really user-friendly for him. Mark is now an expert. He's brilliant at research, and he's got his database.
I think we needed to spend time with WorkFit and with Mark and his family as well, really, to understand what would support him coming into a workplace like this. So the fact that we was able to do a tour and he could have a look round, I think probably did help. I hope helped Mark, that he could see a bit of what the building looked like.
Yeah.
And he could get a feel, and where would he be sitting, and what would he have to do, you know. And the fact that he is only here part-time and for a short time each week, we wanted to make sure that he knew where his desk would be and where his papers would be if he were leaving any papers. So he had a locker that he could, you know, store his things that if he needed to. And then think about the practicalities like the transport and how we could accommodate that onto a site like this that can get a bit confusing, really.
Yeah. And how have you found working with WorkFit to help support Mark?
I think they were really, really helpful. The fact that they did the training for not only people who would be his buddy and myself as his line manager, and Leslie who allocates him the work in terms of the projects that he's got. But for me, the fact that they also thought about the wider organisation, because he's going to be interacting with people, and with, you know, with other departments and with other colleagues, and for them to understand, you know, what it might be like and what they could think about, really, I think was really, really. That support from WorkFit was fantastic, really, and the feedback we got from staff who attended the training was really, really positive as well. So I thought that was good.
That's amazing. And how do you find Mark being a part of the team?
Do you know what amazed me, and I said this very, very genuinely, and I don't know if I've ever said it to you, Mark, but it's almost within 2 weeks he'd been here forever.
Wow.
You know, he'd just so integrated with the team, with Kieran. He'd got a fantastic relationship with Kieran that he'd built up already. You know, he's engaging, so when I pop in, I don't get to see him a lot, but when I do pop in, you know, and I sign off his transportation invoice, etc. You know, and I've found out about his love of movies. And I think it's hard because I felt it took me a good 3 months to feel like I belonged here. But it was like Mark had all, you know, and for somebody to do that part time, you know, that's a credit to Mark in how he's interacted with everybody, really.
There's my space, there's my desk with computer, the home laptop, keyboard and mouse, with a key to my locker in there. So down there, there's my office. So the most important place in this office is the canteen. I eat my lunch with the people from staff over there on the table. So yeah, this is the canteen.
So thank you, Mark, for giving us a tour of the office and canteen, which is your most favourite part, and just explaining about your job and how much you like working at Proman. I'd also like to thank Proman too, because working with them has been really good. They've supported Mark amazingly, and he's settled in really well. And all the staff have been great and welcomed in with open arms, and he just seems to be a great part of the team. So thank you.